Hi guys, we're back to Act 3 after another playthrough, this time on the Dark Age origin. I made this campaign, so let's now start playing while commenting.
Naughty, 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 little master. You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many. For she who fights with monsters should look to it that she herself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected, and that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You may reinvent yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. And yet, you know you will never be free of your urge if you don't confront your past. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. VtuberEN, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?
Okay, interesting, so she's the daughter of Baal.
Open up.
We need to kill her sister.
These boots have seen everything. Wish I had a bag of holding.
What, I had no necklace. Alright, can we confess to someone over here? Or it's Shadowheart?
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something? I suppose that makes you quite remarkable. Though not in a way I'd envy, perhaps. From what little I can recall hearing of Baal's mortal children, not all succumb to his influence. Perhaps you can still resist your nature, if you want to. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Thy wheel of fate turns ever. Dost thou require a new ally? The girl has left to hew her own. She left. Hast thou other business?
What do you need? A Baal spawn? Gosh. I know what it is to have a closer connection than most with the gods. But with Baal, it's not a bond I'd like to be bound with. You should be careful. Very, very careful.
I don't seem to care.
Oakfather preserve you. I have. He speaks to me during my night. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves. You are a mortal child of Baal. Be careful with whom you share that fact. I hear many of your kind have met premature ends. Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorn, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear, though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nature's tapestry is infinitely complex. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to accomplish. Given the circumstances, you're faring as well as can be expected, I suppose. What would you like to know? I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now. Who's to say? Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in High Forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The Grove became my family, with Sylvanas as my teacher. And now I have you. It was a long time ago. The wounds don't heal, but they become more bearable. I'm 350 years old. Of course there have been lovers. Just because I love nature doesn't mean I'm betrothed to it. Though sometimes nature needs reminding. Well, I didn't pick this scar up in battle. I was in wild shape. Only I forgot it was the season when bears are particularly social. A she-bear claimed me as her own and did not appreciate being spurned. Right now, I bed down alone, I'm afraid. Perhaps once I talk less of curses and parasites, my fortunes will improve. I had a friend when I was young, long ago. It was Daniel, of course. Nature was my I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature? I know, well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey. I like what I like. Once you get to my age, you realize there's little point in denying yourself, so long as others aren't affected. Ornaments, utensils, and ducks. I like ducks. Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks. Oh, well. Your choice, of course. Anytime.
What? How is this guy 75 kilo? What's gonna happen if I tell her?
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
Oh, I cannot tell her.
Keeping very well, I hope? Keeping very well, I hope? I mourn the man I knew. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. This was different. Lucky for me, she felt... I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled He told me we'd be together now. I found love by the he's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. Look after my angel. Of course, 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and... She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such... We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies for life.
Right there, I could have tried us on the final battle or something. That's interesting. Looks like there's gonna be a final battle or something.
Soldier? That's a heavy weight. I know you can carry it, but it's heavy all the same. You are so much more than your parents. You're more than the affliction that wants to consume you. You are my friend, and you get to choose your destiny. Choose well, all right? Please.
Well met. Hells. It explains so much. Listen to me. I knew another like you. Gorion's ward. One of Baldur's Gate's great heroes. Baal's blood ran through their veins too. They burned away their own darkness with their own inner light. They chose courage. They chose honor. And so can you. Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back? Wonderful, isn't it? Torril's history, expeditions to the continent of Mastika gathering, voices raised in song on returning day, the heady wines at the elf song. Yes, but first, a question. As with I was 7, that's when...
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believe as others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen, a 10-day after Father left. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. There they were.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what in the looming shadow of the mound. 5 atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved. There is a crack of thunder. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness. And I said yes. One, I don't know that it was the moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of... The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flame. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. He returned to an unsuspecting city and awake. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form. After, he said only one. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to... I could flee to the spine of the world. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. Another pet added to her warlock men. I don't know that it was brave.
Baldur's Gate at last. I'm not surprised. You've become death incarnate. Mighty, yes. And altogether unpredictable and intractable. One day, perhaps soon, Baal will demand your fealty. You'll either muster the strength to defy him, or you will succumb. I know how I'd choose.
The urges are calling on you again, aren't they? I haven't seen you sleep through the night once in the past days. I knew you had some nasty habits, but I didn't want to pry over much, but bloody hells! A Baalspawn! Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories of your kind than mine. I thought your kind was extinct. Goes to show, you should always check your facts. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Or ready to throw yourself in an oubliette? You know, I didn't realize you and I were so alike. I felt paralyzed to do anything about Cazador for so many decades. I gave up on myself. I gave up on any hope of escape after a few lashes. Bal controls you in much the same way. I don't know how you could beat him, but I do know this. You must try. The half-life of a mind-addled slave is worse than death. Don't become his. I wouldn't live another century as one for all the moonstones in Everesca. Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. He always insisted we were a family, even when he was carving scars into our flesh. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded sweetest. And now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6. Precious little Bal babe.
Bal babe. Okay, looks like nobody cares. Maybe my relation is too high.
Here we go.
Alright. Let's go to sleep again. Maybe we get more cutscenes.
Queen Vlakith. Skvar!
You are Hasharlok, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Shestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlok, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant.
Can this be true? Is the gift...
Return to the astral prison. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Baldur Vlakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing. You are nothing. The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones consume you! I will unmake you!
The hell? A cannibal.
It is done. There is... As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea. Never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of love. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She's mourning the loss of the person
How well you've come to... But in truth, I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate. But that time won't come until the prince of the comet flies again. We find Voss at Sharess's caress and retrieve the key to releasing the prince. Orpheus Tough Kinazin. Vlaakith's left hand, not since Vlaakith... Another empty promise.
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you. I want to be more than that to you. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers. My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now. I want more than to fight at your side, or sit around the campfire with you. I want to lay with you under the stars and feel your skin against mine. I think you feel the same way. Why else would you have been so concerned about whether I had a lover before? But tell me I'm wrong, and the matter can rest. I do not wish to sour our friendship, but I have to know if it can be something more. You have bonded with Shadowheart, body and soul. Her scent lingers on your skin. If there is to be anything between us, it must be with her consent. And perhaps someday, her participation.
My dude wants a threesome.
Some treat their relationships like a walled garden. Tidy, tamed, cut off from the world. That is their right, but it is not for me. I do as nature does, and let my heart run wild. Desire flourishes wherever it finds purchase. It has its place, but it is not for me. The wolf mates for life, but the bear roams free and partners as its instinct dictates. I need to stay true to my nature, and you to yours. Perhaps you are like me, or perhaps not. Take your time. I'll be waiting.
That's funny. Let's see if this works.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her, of course. Fine. What's on your mind? No, even if I could have made it this far without you, I don't think I'd have wanted to.
Here is the option.
You're talking about Halsin, aren't you? I don't blame you. It'd take a cold heart and cobwebbed loins to ignore him. But what exactly did you have in mind? Bold of you to ask. Some might take the suggestion very badly. Luckily for you, I don't count among their number. If you have a chance to climb Mount Halsin, well, I'd be cruel to deny you. I'll be waiting to hear the details afterwards.
Oh, now she's fled.
I understand. Feel free to have your fun. Perhaps I'll have mine. Was there anything else? Besides your increasingly complex love life?
Did you find time to speak with your partner? A potentially delicate topic, I understand.
This is
Indeed.
hilarious.
I had feared a life in service of Shah might have narrowed her mind, but I'm glad to be proven wrong. There is more to her than even she knows, I feel. Now we will have each other, but not just each other. Our hearts are free to roam, together or apart, as nature designed. Now I need to restrain myself until we're afforded a quiet moment. Seek your bedroll when you are ready, but do not expect much sleep.
Okay, the infamous beer scene. Let's see what this is about.
Oh, you came. I was concerned you might have had doubts. Or that this might have all been too soon. Perhaps a little. Do you know how hard it's been for me to contain myself? I'm almost frightened to touch you. If I give in, I may not be able to stop until I've devoured you. As I do you. But nevertheless, I will be gentle.
Oh, it's not the beer, what the fuck?
Or at least, I will try. Just as nature intended. Come here to me.
So this is the infamous beer scene.
Forgive me, I lost the run of myself. Sometimes, if blood runs hot enough, it's difficult to tame the beast. I need no further encouragement.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head.
Okay, I see, so she doesn't want me to romance other playable characters, but this guy is fine.
So,
that's weird.
It seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's... Given the circumstances, you've...
I see, it's because he's not actually a companion. Okay, what else do we have as cutscenes? Someone wants to speak, let's see.
Still feel the Shadowfell all over me. Still hear her words in my ear. I feel unclean. I hope that's true, but I'm not so sure. She has a far reach and a long memory. I have an idea. Something I've wanted to do for a while, something that might help me put her in the past. But I'll need your help. Wait until the others are asleep, then come with me. There's a place we can go, down the coast a little.
Finally, unlock the robots with you.
This will do. Take off your clothes. little misdirection. Couldn't resist. What's the matter? I know. But it's nice to hear you say it. I don't know if I can do this, now that I'm here. What? Wait! Oh, hells, that's cold. Come here. Thank you. I needed that. I needed to know I can face things without Shah. I don't want to go back. Not just yet. Just a pebble. Now don't you dare stop. Something the matter? I should hope not, after the time we spent together. My spirits are thoroughly lifted. Oh? Not feeling any regrets, I hope? Trust me, I'll be an eager pupil, if I have a thorough teacher. Though I'm still finding sand in my hair. I wonder what the others will think of that. But of course they will. I hope we'll have more opportunities to slip away. And make sandcastles. Of course. I suppose you've earned it.
Okay, more robots options unlocked.
Vlaakith's a fearsome one. The sort it's... But Lae'zel said it anyway, to her immense credit. I wish I knew a good Githyanki cheer to celebrate the occasion, but the only gift phrases I've picked up are the sweary sort. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. And I went and proved him right. A Grand Duke's duty is to his city, first and foremost. There would only ever be one outcome.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority. Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished.
And what happened to the brain thing I had?
Speak.
Okay, I think that's all. Alright, no more cutscenes. Now we can fight.
My faith will guide me.
Have a lot on my mind. And still alive, so that's progress.
Okay, these guys are buffed. Too long rest.
Still breathing, despite everything.
No time to dally.
Hey, good looking. What to do? At the ready. I have something to ask.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was, that was last Sunday, though. Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me, too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Insist on continuing to be difficult. Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire. Catchy, right? Hey, there is so much.
The place was empty.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweet. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
This is my home. I may pride myself. Zenobia and I are just navigating a slight contractual disagreement. Not that it's any of your concern. You don't exactly look desperate for gold, but I can't help very well. Get the job.
Do you think you're clever coming in and undercutting us? We were about to make a bit of extra cash before you butted in. You owe the guild a cut.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
on your part, sweetie. A mistake the guild will hear about. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
She got smashed.
Shadowheart needs to speak to her more than I do. Better wait until she is free.
This way.
I've got a long road ahead. How much farther can I go?
All's well that ends well, eh? I'm sure the guild will be in touch with any concerns.
I see those animals are out of the picture. Can we stay now? Or are you going to turn us next? Make it quick if you can.
Heartless scum. I'm a reasonable woman. We could easily work something out in a house this big.
I bet I could hit that fancy.
What's the word? Can we stay? I don't want to take charity from some stranger. But I will. For the sake of my daughter, thank you. We'll get going as soon as we've got our things together.
Finally, those awful squatters are gone. I can feel everything unclenching already. Here's your payment, as we agreed. I've got so much to do now, I'd really better get on with it. Excuse me, would you?
Does 100 gold gets 300 gold worse?
Stinks of... How dare you? What in the hell?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet so we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be hello, hello, and
A circus! Can we go?
not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Blood! Tasty blood! So delicious!
Oh, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the circus of the last days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Tribbles the Clown.
What's the plan? Refugees traveling on.
Approach! Ugly one! Ugly! Hideous! Vile! You are fortunate to have found me, freakish one. Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders! Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination,
and make your miserable life more bearable. Akabi has traveled across the plains, burning and conquering all. Win the spoils of such conquest. Or, if luck smiles upon you, win the grand prize, the jackpot. No more questions. Spin or don't. Let us see if you have luck's favor.
You notice a glint in Akabi's beard. As it glows, the wheel moves away from the jackpot. He is cheating.
Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You dare speak to me as if we were equals? You are a scrap of food in my teeth. The dirt beneath my fingernails. You are nothing. I am, however, feeling gracious, so I will forget this and allow you to spin again. Or I can turn you into something vile. Choose. Behold my fury. Prizes found only in the most exotic of places.
I became cheese. What the fuck? What, there's a katana? What the fuck?
See? Prizes found only in the most exotic of plains. Akabi's wheel is close to you, vile, cheesy one.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
I just want a little look.
You sort of fight.
Stand in my way.
fucking shit booked.
Akabi's wheel is close.
Light on my feet. I need a quick word.
You realize she is miming putting on face paints. She has them to sell.
Disguise kit, what?
No. Still no. Off limits.
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Until now, your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Can't hurt, I suppose. Unless you embarrass me. Then you might find yourself hurting in a whole manner of ways.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender, so fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Shadowheart. An endless storm surges behind sharp eyes. Listen. Think. From where does Shadowheart draw comfort on a cold, dark night?
Blanket.
Well put. Though I'll forgive a middling wine so long as the company makes up the difference.
Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. Strong, vital, pulsing with affection. The heart craves comfort, but needs respect. How does one earn the dark-haired maiden's respect?
Not completely off the mark, but there's easier paths into my good graces.
There is hollowness between you, something brittle and strained. We must dig deeper, grasp the pain hiding within. Shame sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Shadowheart, what is her deepest shame?
I didn't think a little game would sting so much when I agreed to this. But you're right. You didn't do abysmally, I suppose. That's worth something.
Your bond is false, and I know why. Because your heart belongs to another. Close your eyes, and she will show herself to you.
Oh shit.
Look at it, come crawling home, hands stained with the Bone Lord's soot. And you carry his
So it was her.
You waste time soft-soothing these flesh bags for the knife. I could end it now, but I'll be patient. Father will see us together again. He will see you bleed.
So VtuberEN is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
That explains why she was level 12.
Silvertongue at your service, or I will be, once my set is done.
must provide.
Aren't you the adoring fan? Can't.
He was simply in denial. Darling, we have a customer. Browse our bespoke, stony and bony creations. Or commit. Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it. Nothing caught your...
There's no time to waste.
Wanna dance?
Action, not reaction.
All right, what now?
Where did my gold go?
You shall make
I had like
magnificent,
15,000.
my darling.
Very well.
I know.
Should mind my step.
Ah, the advent. Oh, my wife shall be delighted. Customs are her favorite, particularly when their facial structure is as unique as yours. Tremendous! Stony, darling, let us put this towards our getaway in the Moonshay Isles. I'll have your statue shipped to your camp. You shall love it. We guarantee it.
Can I have a statue?
It's been an age since your last...
I wanna see my statue, where is it? Oh, here it is. True hero about this gate. What's up with that flute? Okay, so it copies my appearance. I need to get pretty.
Ah, the adventurer return.
A long way to go still.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Let's get on with it.
Never a dull moment.
Alright, this looks good.
Ah, the advent. Oh, my wife shall be I'll have your...
Never wanted the easy path.
Right, where is my statue? That's a waste of money, I suppose. Was expecting a big statue, but that one is small. That was 5,000 gold. I wonder where my gold went, though I remember having like 15,000.
Oh, I has lots of Tritos and magic. Yes, I has lots of stuffs just for you.
Get your shinies and whistles!
Ah, Lucille! It's Pose, Grapevine, then Pivot Step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah, and Boris. Boris! Put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. We are decades from that. I hope they could open for dribbles. Not that my star needs the support, but at this rate, who knows? Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for You call that a pose? Again.
Do not stand too close.
Don't have a word. The beast ignores you, her eyes locked on the crowd.
Ooh, don't get too close, or Crimson here might decide you.
Teeth bared, the creature is near rabid in his bloodlust.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Ooh, no. Sorry, Dribbles.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
A bloodthirsty rush of fury engulfs you. You want to butcher the crowd, women and children alike, and soak in their innards.
What the fuck?
It is glorious.
You, my special assistant. Come on up. Buddy's been practicing day and night for this next trick. What kind of friend would I be if I spoiled his grand finale? A round of applause for the stalwart heart!
I'm glad you volunteered. I didn't want to have to shove you forward in my place.
No! I always tell children that they're special, that each and every one of them is unique.
You notice the clown reaching for something behind his back.
Tell me, what makes you special? No, it's not that silly head of yours. You, my friend, are the most special person in the circus, in all of Baldur's Gate. Does anyone know why? Why? You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute.
You sense something behind you. Instinct takes over.
Is this part of the show? Praise the Absolute.
Praise the Absolute. Well, shit. Okay, what do we do? Let's kill this guy first.
So much for peace.
Next I'm gonna focus this guy.
I died so... well.
Fuck yes.
Where do I go from here? Let's get this over with.
A doppelganger. At least we didn't kill a real clown in front of an audience.
My skellies will take forever to clean this place up.
Let's keep going.
You fight good. Doppelganger.
What's up for discussion?
Can't believe Dribbles did this. The Dribble. Dribbles? He can't be dead. He can't.
Just a brief respite.
Alright, let's kill this dude.
Akabi's wheel is close to you.
Carefully now.
You're violent.
Oh, they all become hostile.
catch a break.
Swift and lethal.
Get your shinies and Tritos!
Okay, looks like there's no event to kill this Jinn. Okay, so let's get out of here.
Moving in.
Will the wheel of you worthy?
I should speak up. Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Best keep your hands to.
Need to find a way forward.
I heard what you did about Dribbles. He was a good egg. Thank you.
Blood!
What in the hells was that? Whatever it is doesn't bode well.
Welcome, adventurer. No doubt you came here to... Yes, I seem to have it all. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? I provide a personalized service for my customers. Tell me, how do you like to kill? Such imagery. You are an artist with a weapon in your hand. I can tell. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? It is a pleasure, isn't it? Warm and sweet and sticky. One more question, if you'll humor me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? There's a killer inside you, isn't there? It wouldn't take much to push you over the edge.
Her again.
I see how you slither closer, belly dragging in the filth. Father is laughing at you. I've been watching, waiting, seeing how you lead your lamb skipping to the slaughter. Do not worry, slaughterkin. My blades are still sharp and sweet. They will greet you soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
Ah, yeah. You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward. Is that so? You've got some evil twin running round whacking people round the back of the head. I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you. like... I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain. Ah, God's be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but my head's pounding. I don't remember. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today. What do you want now? And go down to the bloody shop.
We only got away with what we have on.
Sharon lookout, she's always with you. That's a bigger issue into the city. We can't leave lunch behind her. It's only touch and go. Some close calls. The cults have claimed every road between Baldur's Gate and
think of it every day. I'm really worried about... They got me signed up to learn to make...
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel.
So, you survived. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor, I haven't seen him since the massacre. We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway.
We made it through hell, twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
What? Aye! Could a bloke not get any bleating privacy around here? Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
Thinking of trying to get into this barn? Don't. Could be anything, couldn't it?
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. I don't give a shit about all that. It's how I've been treated, which is the real travesty. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing. I should be loins deep in Sharess's correct.
This calls for careful footwork. Swift as my feet can carry me.
You. Turn around. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees. Not you. Now piss off. And I wasn't informed. Bloody meddling flames. What are you still looking at? You've got a job to do. Hop to it. You best not piss away, man, at next.
Fuck off and return to your homes. Order.
Why don't you protect us?
Oh, God. Go talk to Nestor if you must. Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Ah, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldurian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners.
I'm not paid to debate.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
No,
I just lost a wager.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form of doing so, after all.
Us, instead of these scruffy outlanders.
Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
Orin, Skvar, burn away the shadows she hides in, tear off her mask, and you'd reveal her for what she is, a shivering child.
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed. We need to stay alert all the same. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere. Why, hello, lover.
No, I'm afraid I'm...
My love, you can't keep being so...
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise. Oh, trust me. Your eyes...
Some of us don't. Whatever the dog thinks, being here is much...
Well, the children can be a touch grabby, but war is no place.
Here we are, Griselda.
Remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? The big one. Back off!
Just wait for the next round. It is only right to warn.
We shed tears today, so we may shed blood tomorrow.
The hunter has nothing to say to you.
You think you can just walk into...
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
Welcome, friend. You find us on a solemn day. There is no need. All are welcome to remember the fallen.
Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdisk Ablast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. They could not.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. We would not normally tolerate outsiders at a time like this. You find us honoring our dead, celebrating those who fell in battle trying to save. There is doom in the air these days, but welcome news too. Word has reached me that the undying Ketheric Thorm is destroyed, and if whispered tales can be believed, he was defeated by one looking much like you. A fine trophy. Perhaps you would like to claim another. Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. Then we will settle for blood. Cazador must be destroyed. For the safety of the city, and to make sure no one else must feel our pain. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
There are so few of us.
Stand. Exterminated.
Something over there.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
You want to talk about
Something over there.
Oh, murders. Maybe I can find that torch.
That might be worth a look. Let's see what this does.
No use digging with my bare.
There's nothing here.
Fretting. This deal was
I'll give them a piece of my mind.
The priests will open the temple up again.
The Crying One weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered.
We let more outsiders in and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out? Exactly. Lorgan let a killer into our temple due to his misguided compassion. His faith got him murdered.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he...
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
Of exactly this. Exactly this. Ilmater's edict is to welcome all.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. I suppose you're right. But the Crying One has much more on his plate than curse words, given what just happened here. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our High Priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder, and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Brilgor was a refugee. No one sticks up for them at the best of times, and with Gortash in power, Well, I expect the Flaming Fists will ban refugee aid now one of them's blamed for murder. Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Sharessa's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really. I really hope you find some...
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. What do you want to know? I reckon investigator... One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Logan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury. Please.
I've said all I have to say already. Now, I know it's not fair. This was the best job I ever had. Logan was kinder than most. And now they're blaming a refugee for his death. Typical. No. Brilgor was a nice bloke. He came a couple of times for soup. Potato chowder was his favorite. Didn't seem the murderous type. But what do I know? We tossed Brilgor out back. Sister Rose has Logan in the infirmary, preparing him for a decent burial. You could pop your head in and pay your respects.
Okay, and where might the infirmary be?
Infirmary. Justice endures, even in suffering.
Scripture and teachings, but we know nothing.
Times may be hard.
If you're looking for a...
Don't mind if I do.
Right, I can use speak with the dead one.
What's next, I wonder?
Making me sweat.
Assume nothing.
Did I sell it? Fuck.
Well, well, well.
Assume nothing.
Soldier.
What's next? Onward. Ever onward.
Is that blood?
corpse regards you lifelessly.
Dwarf, dressed in red. Tunnels from the cellar. Refuge.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
A poisoned blade. Paralysis. Hiding Brilgor from fists.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. I'll give it a shot.
Enough waiting. I crave blood. Onward.
Let's get going. On my way.
He spends too much time with his prey.
Baldur is an artist. You do well to think on that. Brethren in blood, tell them!
I'm going to enjoy this. Got it. I'm fury. I'm death. Taste my fury.
Who's inside?
Someone was arranging these corpses. What for?
Looks like these people were trying to hide in the tunnels here.
Rather unsuccessfully, it has to be said.
Seems simple enough. That's curious.
Elden Ring. There's something happening to it.
Please, if you could just...
We have the Duke's force
Page material.
for the good of them.
I need a quick word.
How goes the search? Assassins under this temple is certainly unnerving news. Thank you for taking care of them. You're on the right track. Please, keep looking.
So I need to find some kind of chest in that cave. Go back to it.
The corpse regards you lifelessly. The corpse tries.
Flophouse. Dolores. Secrets.
The corpse remains silent.
Our blood-red dwarf. Tricky. Hungry. No.
The spell's power.
Turn back, citizen. It's bloodier than a butcher's back. The cultists assaulted. They nearly had it too, before the You'll see.
What are you calling this?
Let the kid come. He wants to teach the refugees a lesson, right?
Right. Baldur's Gate is for Baldur.
Goodness me, that's terrible. Why if we get caught?
Survive the beast. Let that be the end of it. Those machines
That great headline.
You got yours. I need you to step back.
There must be something.
This does not bode well.
I said, step back!
Ah, got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? There was a skirmish a few days back. A band of absolutists came close to entering the city. My editor at the Baldur's Mouth Gazette sent me down. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic Steel Watch keeping the mob at bay. Whether or not that's the truth or not. We are. And I am. It's my editor who seems to have forgotten. Mr. Needle's gotten pally with that Lord Gortash. Suddenly can't sing his praises highly enough. Seems like everything we write needs Gortash's approval. Can't recognise my own work by the time they're done editing. At the Gazette's print house, though it's in the lower city. Come to think of it, you, might want to speak. No, if you don't mind, I've got...
I heard the stories. Well, all you want.
Fascinating.
We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need your kind.
Our kind?
Oh, readers. Out.
Refugees. Outside.
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. I'm alive and well, aren't I? Earning an honest living, serving my community. I've plenty to be happy about. Though, I will admit it's been tough recently. We've had to cut... I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Well, any letters you find? Don't suppose you've, much of...
Still means dead.
Great headline. Fascinating.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Or do you have the means to support yourself? Then you don't need to be in this...
One-page material.
No refugees. It is decreed. Or do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30. Your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct you...
Not just yet. State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Oh. My engine, it's...
Your party's prior trend. It has heard the It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. The Watcher speaks directly.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but... Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, please take our initiative.
Damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your head!
I'm looking for heads. Who wants the bounty?
Right, you can just cross like this. What the hell? NPC showing me the way.
Fascinating.
Citizens only. I won't say it again.
But we won't clear from arms.
Then go.
We've got ours, you've got yours. I need...
Then go.
Vince.
This
is blank page material.
Great headline footprints leading right into that cave.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Only if you're quick. Now let...
It stopped. But it'll happen again. But when
I have something to ask.
2 days just to get hold of a still watcher optic module.
Another rune powder bomb.
What's hiding here?
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch, they're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while the city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. Ha! I knew you were the practical sort. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
Nice, another bomb.
Careful! Lots of open flames down here. I don't want that bomb close to any of them. Keep your head. Getting inside.
Boys ready? They're damn near chomping at the bit. What's the...
What do you want now? Been poking around downstairs, have you? Well, I've got nothing to... Those gnomes are victims. They've spent years in exile, no forge to call their own, all because of some ancient... The Gondians think they're the only ones fit to swing a hammer round. Until that happens, I'll give... Clear off. What do you want? And go down good...
We won't need to.
Would be most pleasing to sleep in rooms.
Fight back.
I tried.
Fascinating.
That put the wind back in my sails.
break his nose. Good.
You there! Looking to earn some coin?
Bloody gnomes. Think Neelikers threw explosives at the steel. We need to fight. You! You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole. Bring me their You'll change your mind once they kill innocent citizens. The only language they'll understand is that of intimidating violence. I agree. But we can't leave out. You've the right look. Solid bones. No matter. I'll find someone else. Most folks around here will...
Don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room. Looking for lodgings?
That might be worth a look.
Dar was right. This was a stupid idea.
It is our chance to start over, and I will gladly do so.
Are these vampires? Yeah, these are definitely vampires.
One more mark, then we can go.
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete. And we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person.
Wait. You know Astarion?
Where is he? Tell us. How about we leave your blood inside your body?
This is not the time, brother. The Master must be told.
Fine. But this isn't over. We'll see you again.
Should have dumped a lot of them.
Which means we're getting a real room.
Maybe the
circus would be more open to traders?
Pleasure house? Den of decadent delight? Such a prude. Lovely voices.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
A list of names. Father Lorgan's on here, crossed off.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
Probably break his nose.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Murdered by my son.
Charming. She mustn't have nursed him enough as a child. Or too much.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Dwarf like me. Dresses in red. Seeking answers. My boy had a secret.
The spell's power. Blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source.
Seeking my boy killed folk slowly. He liked it. Ilmater Temple didn't see exactly me.
The corpse remained. The spell's power wane.
Moving ahead. Maybe I need more pockets. Here goes nothing.
Den of decadent delights.
So loud. Listen, it's got 5 rooms.
Forget your worries. Indulge yourself.
Very well.
What could... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop... Have a look. All set, are you?
I put it on especially for you.
Damn, Hoots. That...
I'll
Take it however you want. Something's off about this.
Oh.
You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael, he rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. He wants to help you. Take your time. Have a drink.
An elf. Such temptation. I loved many in my day, but never one so fair. Grace. Elegance just waiting to be shattered. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? One of those, are you? There's plenty of room for role play in our establishment. If you have a change of heart and wish to be subdued, well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink, swishing. I'm no... Truth is, Fion's gone well missing, and my hands may be skillful. To But 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fion's pleasure room, Elminster's life.
Coursing through my brain.
Look at me.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling. Hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that that's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too. You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? You must have something better than that. I need hard evidence and a motive. Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor? A Baal plot. You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? Well, that's just insulting. I am an investigator, you know. But I'm off the clock. And this is... Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move! Devella's been harping on about Baal for... I assume... Fine. I'll bite. No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength... Oh, and... Well...
You need only think of
looking parched, sweet.
Else, but other hankering for spicier flavours. What'd you say, doll?
Darling, how you set. Hoots!
You keep scaring me.
Cat doesn't like it.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fiona slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
I don't understand why there's such a tight cucumber.
It's on spoon. Sorry.
When you met the Drow.
Might be useful.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Callan. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Is that the murderer? Does it look like it?
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
A true soul.
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
What? Mind flayer? Why is there a mind flare here?
Another day, another fight.
Want another?
I'd heard tales of mind flayers, talons sharp as, but no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty.
What?
It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How can I help it? I don't regret its death, but I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat.
As am I. My thanks are as bountiful as your courage. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times. Be well. Be beautiful.
The corpse has nothing to...
Something's on my mind.
One moment, forever emblazoned on my memory.
Time to press ahead.
Portash is being named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
You must hear me, Devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything.
There is only one.
The Kithrak. You must.
Hush now, and unlike
Lae'zel, whatever you discuss with the...
I'm glad you came.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's...
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that
Huh. What's the catch?
Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way. I'll admit, but no matter how, at best, you have the key to destroying it. In a manner of speaking,
Speak, Devil. We're listening.
To Illithids, yes. He would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden. One that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to...
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free...
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus. Such an eager little pup. Surely you realize there is an
There it is. Of course.
I'm not asking you to bargain. I'm asking you to... I want... And you, Lae'zel of Kali.
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime. Power. I have craved it ever since that was the great age. I was there the screw and Cars. Men cannot Cars is. I knew then. 'Tis a shame. 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 'Tis
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this.
You're too kind. And extremely insightful. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them. Hidden. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one. So much power. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, they must. But if you don't, it is an.
A simple transaction. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on. And if you take the deal, you'll have to. He claims his ambition is to unite.
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. I won't stop you. But time is running. If you see reason...
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within. Why? I wanted to follow the. I'm annoyed, but we must speak with Voss. We'll take the Yisk Githkart.
My favorite future clients. You give me the crown. I'll wait.
There you are. I thought I'd lost. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael, of course. The stench of him. And what did he want with you? How interesting. No doubt he impressed upon you the need to do. And what did he want in return for this knowledge? Giving a devil what he wants. Tell me, you turned him down. I see.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access. Its thoughts slide into yours, turning through them like fingers, sifting for answers, which it finds.
You rejected the offer. Good. I am glad, but be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you, without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You can.
Let's see.
Father, give me strength.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come out.
Two. That seems like a lot.
Do you not wish to pleasure your fine maiden? To feel her fingers grip?
Voss. Lae'zel of Kalir, tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the...
Githcard's have Kim crashed.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice. Find a way to retrieve the... I will accept together. He will free us from... Istik. I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth, but he will see reason. A devil of Raphael's stature does not...
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you said. Every house has an entrance, Istik.
You are wasting your time, and mine.
Oh, I don't think this kind of establishment is...
Our Nim is rather refined, but I suppose not.
Hey! My hand. You want a drink? Hoots is your woman.
Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. Cheeky. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone. I'm sure you're right. Between the Listen. If the brain wins, Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. I won't pretend. And it's hard to get leverage on an illithid. They make terrible... I doubt it. But even if you do, I'd...
Your pleasure is mine, sweet.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all... Any sense? When you met the drought. What I wouldn't give to be the Gandhi.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
Gaining access will not be easy. We must either earn an invitation or find a route where we can pass unnoticed.